you've worked with Mark Burnett Productions on, for a while, so you're used to this. But this time around, World's Toughest Race, 66 teams. I can't even imagine the logistics. Talk to me about developing this.
Team effort. It's I always say that I'm like a general with an army. It's an army of people. In total, there were 700 crew that worked on this. And then plus the 330 athletes, that was 1,000 people. And so it's an epic undertaking. And so it's really challenging to begin with. And then you're doing it in the most remote wilderness areas, and you have Mother Nature to contend with. And so the athletes they're doing the world's toughest race. And honestly, we're doing the world's toughest production. I think it was the biggest adventure production ever assembled.
I actually had the opportunity to go to Fiji. We were installing clean water filters. So I loved that we got to see more of Fiji and the islands and the terrain and the locals. They, make some appearances here and there. How are you embraced by them?
One word, bula. And so you being to Fiji, you know that that's such a beautiful word. And we actually went through 120 different villages. And so we had a local location manager who drank a lot of kava. So, and for the audience that doesn't know, kava is a root that every Fijian drinks kava, and you do this incredible ceremony. And what they do is they welcome you to their land. And so they're so incredibly hospitable. And the fact that every village really truly welcomed us into their front yard, because they're trekking through these incredible villages, was just an extraordinary. It was just extraordinary for both the athletes as well as the crew. And a lot of the athletes would say that like there were times where they felt like quitting, or they were so exhausted or so tired, but then they would see local Fijians saying bula, and that would just give them the strength to carry on. And so I can't say enough lovely things about the people of Fiji and the hospitality that we were given there.
The groups of the teams that you have, so many like rich and layered stories that I'm sure you knew a little bit about going in, but then to actually see it unfold and develop and take turns that are so unpredictable.
Hundreds and hundreds of teams apply, and then we had to narrow it down to 66 teams. We obviously wanted to have global representation because Amazon is a global platform. And then from there, we really wanted to allow the audience to see themselves in certain teams. And so we have a team called Able Ables, which is a family team. It's a dad racing with his young girls, which I think everyone can relate to that. And then we have a team called Endure, where it's a father-son team where the father has early onset Alzheimer's and his son is racing with him so he can race one last time. I think everyone can relate to that. Team Onyx is a team of all African Americans. It's the first African American team to race on the global stage. And so people can relate to that. We have a team of, it's called Kikuria Warriors, of girls from India, and they're racing for female empowerment. And so young female viewers can relate to that. And so we have a tapestry of so many different backgrounds and diverse global teams that I think that the audience, there's something for everyone to cheer for. And I just think that everyone wants to cheer for all of them because they're really doing such an extraordinary feat.